Hello guys, what's up? It's Sher talking. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the Valhalla Assault number 8. Sorry, I couldn't record this video before because I was helping my wife with some stuff. And well, it's now time to talk about this event. It's just the same event as always, but still the best event this game has to offer because there's a lot of good stuff there for you to farm and earn and trade with your coins. But this event started with some problems to record some stuff, and the developers gave us 600 gems, and this was pretty nice because gems are very hard to come by on this game. And well, let's just talk about other stuff that has on this part here. And you can see that there's no new stages. We still have only to 60k recommended mine. I think it's time for them to release more difficulties, maybe 80k, 90k, or 100k, because the professional players and the players on lane game can get a little bored by farming this if it's not that hard. But also, like, you need to run this 100 times. This may be a little hard for some people to farm the hardest stage, but still an option. You can farm the one that you can beat. So the thing here is that this time they kinda have some stuff well planned. You can see that this one is the first one is the blue, and the background characters are the first two are sword users. There's Rufus, but Rufus is a bow user, and the enemies are weak to word. Some of the past Valhalla assaults, they kind of made this stuff a little nonsense. So the background character was not exactly of the weapon that the enemy was weak to. So this time it's okay. The enemies here are weak to lightning and ice. It's a very easy because there was quite a lot of events that we got so far with these two elements, and a lot of free weapons that we got with these two elements as well. So makes up for making this event even easier. Ice is very easy to get from Untitled Chapter or Creation Valkyrie, and lightning very easy to get from Title or Ethereal Queen. So let me just get back here. And after this one is the blue, like I said. The second one is the yellow, and he has these background characters here. And just like the past one, this one is also a little better designed. Runvald is the free character here, and Scholar Mistina, it's the gacha character, but the enemies are also weak to staff, so it works pretty well. I think even more because it's from the element from this girl as well. But Summer Alice is a bow user. She's not exactly the good thing here, but it's hard to match all the things. And lastly, it's even better. We can see that the red one is the hardest, and the enemies are weak to Greatsword, and they back on the 3 Greatsword users. That was pretty nice. There was a good match. And you can see that, yeah. And even more, you can see that Summer Tyla is from the ice element. There's a free ice weapon, and the enemy is free to ice and Greatsword. Using Summer Tyla here will just do absurd damage. Sadly, I was not able to get Summer Tyla. I didn't want it, but I will have to get her in the future. So talking about the other stuff before we talk about all the stages, I have a guide explaining how you farm this stuff. If you are a new player watching this video, you can check it. So now that we talked about the stages and all this stuff, we have to give a look on the weapons itself. So we got 2 good weapons, but one of them is a little of a mystery for me, but I'll be testing very soon and release a video talking about it. And let's just give a look on the banner. There's quite a lot of banners now that we have to scroll and search for them because there's too much of them. And it's Noria Hod, and the other one is called Tear of Antarctica. This Tear of Antarctica weapon here is an old weapon that was redesigned, probably mirrored Rod as well. But let's just talk about them. Let's just click here on Divine Weapon traits. This banner here is a guarantee of a Myriad Rod. This is the best one of them. But you have to remember that this Divine Weapon summon when is Valhalla Assault, it won't drop you artifacts. There was just a single time that it did drop artifacts, but it doesn't drop anymore. So you have to just remember that. But the Myriad Hod is a very good staff. We got a lot of lightning weapons recently. We got even a specific lightning banner. There was also a lightning staff there, and we are getting yet one more. It makes sense because we got Scholar Mistina, Ethereal Queen, and they are even Title. 3 magic users that use lightning elements. And you may lack some of these weapons. And Myriad Hod is just like a Jewel Cross, but it just changes The passive from Jucross is still better if you're using Ethereal Queen, but this passive is better for all other casters because it gives more damage for lightning element. And we all know now that it's only 7% increase, but it's still an increase. And it's better because the other mages can inflict debuffs. Maybe you can with Remvald. Remvald could also use Jucross, but they can inflict paralyzes and the other stuff, status ailments, and then they will be better using this Myriad Rod. So it's a guarantee. So if you're a paying player, you don't mind getting more weapons, this is a good chance for you to get a good staff. This one is also upgradable to Legendary Evolution, just like the Tier of Antarctica. The status are not important anymore because all weapons are very close the same so far now. Because the game won't get more status because Legendary Evolution weapons have similar status. So talking about Tier of Antarctica, it's very strange indeed because it says massive here, and its word is not common, and it's very close to Vorpal Shade when you look at it. It has the same ice enchantment large, and it also gives AS assist ice, but it's not that important to use this stuff here. And it also inflicts frozen on enemies with the action skill, so it's very nice. It will be very nice indeed if it is extreme damage, but I will have to test. People are reporting that it's severe. If it's severe, well, it's better than Vorpal Shade, but it still doesn't make up for a better choice for Legendary Evolution. We always have to think about how limited the materials for Legendary Evolution are, so we have to think about it. You can see here that starting from step 3, we'll get 5% chances of getting each one of these weapons. So it's nice to have this as a sub if you're getting too many of them, because you get 5 of this Tier of Antarctica by doing the event, and only 1 of the Myriad Rod that is the better option. But okay, we're talking about the weapons. Let me just close here. Let's talk about the other stuff. The rewards from this event are the same. Unfortunately, all of the rewards are the same, but we still get a lot of floating coins from this event. It's very easy to get 2,000, like always. There's only one new character, one new artifact for you to claim. When you go here on exchange booth, you can check that they didn't add anything. So if you are a starting player, you can still get your Leon here to get more attacks or her orb if you don't have it. Mercurius is still very important. She-Ho yet important because you still need her weapon assist if you didn't get her. And then all the other characters here are not worth for themselves. You can still farm some gems from them, but Victorie as well is not worth. She tries to be a tank, but she can't draw aggro, and because of it, she can't be that much useful. And at least she gives them more gems as well. But I got her already. I farmed her gems, and well, I won't be using her. That's right. These characters don't have access to their orbs. They will have access in the future if the developers follow the same pattern in Japan. And with other orbs, they are just too simple and too low status to even compete with other characters. Especially these other ones here like Amelia and Leon and Mercurius. Okay, we talk about the characters. All the other stuff are the same. You can still get 3 Divine Weapon Ticket Silvers, Ambers, and Bucks. Bucks and Stamina Potions. The Bucks are never worth to get from here unless you're just with too many of the currency left. Okay, now let's just close here and give a look on our contribution rewards. Sadly, they are still the same, with only difference being the ES sword that you get here. You can see that it's Lightning Blessing, and I think the other one was Ice Blessing. Yeah, the elements of this event. And you can see that all of the other stuff are the same. There's only one thing that I didn't remember if it was here, but the gems are on 1,300,000. I think it was like this in the past. The best reward are going up to 1.7 million, and it's because it's a legendary Rainbow Stone, and they are very, very hard to get. Okay, all the other stuff are the same as the past Valhalla Assault. We still get 5 copies of the sword, that's the free one, and 1 copy of the Myriad Hod. The Myriad Hod you get with 5,000 points here. The Myriad Hod. Now that's it, guys. I don't think there's more things to talk about this event itself. Sadly, doesn't have anything that new when they release new characters, they only said that Sewell, Gendar, and Frosty will be able to get in the future. We will be able to get it. We were thinking that it would be through Valhalla Assault, also Ilya Orb, because if we could get her artifact here, we could trade for her orb. There's no way to get her orb so far. So this was not this time, okay? That's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and see each other on the next one. Bye.